happy.
Like
what do you think the effect of this internal scuffle in the PDP? What
is it not clear? I have a new name for PDP. That is power down party. The party is winding up like you shut down your computer.
That is simple rhetoric.
Hello.
In any sense.
Listen,
don't me down.
He is not a party. He claims not to be a party man. So let him tell us what are the effects you've had.
I am not trying to tell my opinion. That's why I'm a lawyer. You should respect my right to express it the way I see it.
You respect my right to challenge your opinion.
Hello. You said
that's what it's all about.
You said no. You don't have to be that negative. That's when you are not tolerant.
I apologize for using that word.
This is typical of your party. You don't tolerate other views.
No.
That's what you're exhibiting.
But you
must allow me to make my point without calling me an idiot.
Go ahead. No.
Right.
He didn't call you an idiot.
But you said rubbish.
Okay, what's your point? He has apologized as well.
Apology taking.
I apologize.
Thank you. Apology taking. You see, I'm a Democrat, even though I'm not a politician like you. Now, what we're saying is this: what is the effect on the polity? The government does not have the power or the constitution that it needs to run the country again. Look at ASU, the problem of ASU. For how many months now? Our students, your children are at home doing nothing. And they take to crime, some of them get pregnant, some of them die in the process. Why has that not been fixed? Because some of the energy, some of the time, the president should spend fixing that's the problem. Sitting down with them. Do you know how many times meetings have been fixed with the agreed governors who have not gone to? Hello. Let me just land. Let me just land, please. Let me just land. There's a need for me to conclude my thoughts.
Okay.
Now the energy spent trying to dialogue with the governors. Some of the appointments were not kept. Some appointments were cancelled. To dialogue with the governors, going up and down. If half of that energy was not spent dialoguing with ASU, don't you think we will have reached an appreciable conclusion, and then perhaps our children will be back in school? No, making progress for this country, because those are the future leaders of tomorrow. Don't you think so, sir?
One thing does not cancel out the other. The fact that he was meeting with the governors does not mean he was not meeting with ASU, which we have seen. He has met with ASU.
How many times?
Why are you going to count number of times?
Yes, that's important.
The point is that he spent time, he sent delegations, and they met. Anyway, where we are now, it surprises me why other people are so more concerned about the problem in PDP than PDP people themselves. Do you know that right now we are quite happy, we are relieved that all this confusion is over, we're working toward a solution. Aren't you happy that these have at last now gone away?
Yes,
so that we can focus on governance. What you want is not being achieved. Let us thank God for that.
The PDP is losing out. And the problem here is this. The PDP that should be governing the country is spending too much time.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
Oh, we were doing that in the past.
Well,
great.
These are the people who caused it. Now they have left, and we're happy.
And that means
yes.
PDP, if indeed you agree with me, that politics is all about number.
Yes.
And if you were, when you first came, you were 21, the governors you had, then that moved to 28 until the court removed some governors. You now came to, I think, 25 or 23. Yeah, 23. Now some of them have left. You have gone to 18.
Yeah, okay.
It means the PDP is losing power.
Okay.
And that should bother you.
Well, why should it bother you more than me?
No, it's not about that.
It bothers me. No, let me tell you. You want to know whether it bothers me, right? You say it should bother me.
No,
and I'm telling you, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother the leadership of the PDP. It doesn't bother Jonathan. It doesn't bother Bamanga Chukwu. You know why?
Why?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
These governors and their supporters have been asking for something that is totally alien to the principles of democracy which we practice in the People's Democratic Party.
What are these things, please? You said
they are insisting that in 2015, Goodluck Jonathan must not run. The court has said, you know what started this whole thing? Before we had our first convention, some governors from the north, we must always say that they wanted Bamanga Chukwu, if he was going to be chairman, to commit himself that he would not support Jonathan, he would support a northerner for president in 2015. He said, no, I'm a Nigerian and I'm a Pan-Africanist even, and I will support whatever the court says. If the court says the man can run, then he can run. And this is where we are. And these people say it cannot run, and they're looking for all sorts of excuses. Because what are we doing now?
Sir,
What are we? All these APC, all these governors that have gone,
Doctor,
they're from the north.
please.
It's a northern agenda.
No,
Amechi ticket.
Amechi
is what caused the problem.
Amechi another.
No, because Amechi is in alliance.
A vital point.
Amechi Lamido ticket.
A vital
caused this situation.
What you just said.
Yes.
To show that the party PDP might not be entirely democratic. He said, look, we have a rule. We have a convention that says that power must rotate. If we now have somebody who wants to disrespect that, then such a person should not have our support. What is wrong in that? Against your argument, Amechi is from the south, the same place with the president. But he says, for goodness sake, for the sake of Nigeria, I am ready to die to myself rather than support, let me use the word with your permission, illegitimate ambition. Remember, we say if this federation must work, you must of necessity rotate power. When the north has a bite, the south has a bite, the southwest has a bite. Then everybody has a sense of belonging. And that is even sanctioned by the constitution when you talk about federal character. But in the situation where the north has been out of power for quite a while, and he said, look, it is not your turn. For goodness sake, respect our rights.
How many years since this federation, this country has become an independent country? Of the number of years, how many people from the north?
Well, if we are going to pursue that argument, we will make no progress.
No. You are the one bringing it up.
No. You are going to tell us history about 1960 or whatever. What we are saying is we have a democracy now.
You are taking it out of context.
No, certainly not. Certainly not. We have a democracy now where power must rotate. Somebody started it. Obasanjo started it.
And you say you are not in any political party.
I said
you are supporting a certain party.
Which of the parties do you think I am, please?
I have no idea. I think you should be in the party that this government should go and create.
I will never be a politician because I can't use politicians. They never stand by their words. They never stand by their words.
Is it that politicians
while you people are still talking about parties and their promises, hold on, gentlemen, hold on. Let's talk about ASU. He mentioned ASU. Yes. The meeting with ASU has not been productive because the government is distracted. That's what he said. But then, there are other things that affected the polity. As you said, a lot of people are concerned about what's happening in the PDP more than the PDP because the PDP is in government. The PDP is the ruling party.
You know what you said about ASU now?
Yes.
Is that right? That we've not made progress in ASU?
What is the progress, sir?
Oh,
that's what he said. I wasn't the one that said
it. We actually listen. In the last couple of weeks, if it wasn't for the death of Professor Yayi, we would have gone back to class. It's just that death, because after the meeting before the man's accident, we had resolved the issues of ASU.
No, I certainly. Okay, sir.
I am a lecturer in the university.
Sir,
we have resolved the issue. We are now working out details.
Thank you, sir. You are working out details.
Oh, come on.
You are working out details. Okay, sir. Some
of the universities have opened.
Doctor, sir.
Some are scheduled to open.
Can you mention 1 or 2, 3 universities that have opened? As you called off the strike?
Some universities.
No.
Some universities.
Okay, can we leave that?
We have resolved at the University of Lagos that we are now planning the next meeting. We are going to have a definite date.
Futuristic. We are talking about now.
We are talking about what do you mean futuristic? It's Christmas next month.
Sir, you are sitting.
We have agreed.
Students not at home.
We have called the strike off. We are being irresponsible now. Let us very irresponsible, and I'm not going to be part of that anymore.
Doctor,
how can you be talking about ASU? And I said it hasn't done anything.
Why are you calling me responsible?
What we have done, we have resolved the issue.
No, I think you want me another apology.
No.
Why will you call me responsible?
We have resolved the issue. Why are you lying?
No, don't call me a liar. You want me a liar?
Sir, I'm telling you, we resolved the issue.
There's a problem with your language. And I want to say with your background.
I will not apologize for that.
Gentlemen.
You can do that.
You're being irresponsible.
You are being irresponsible.
You have argued the issue.
You are not properly tutored.
Let's take a quick break.
We're registering already. Students are registering.
You know when it's hot, it is sweltering, and when it's cold, it could be frigid. Water levels are rising, flood is rampant, diseases are on